In the dim hush of inner reflection, where the noise fades and thought deepens, focus begins to reveal its truest form. To some, your distance may seem cold, but is it not clarity they fear, wrapped in the stillness they don't understand? When you tune in to the quiet pulse of intention, you realize that focus is not absence, it is presence at its purest. In this space, silence becomes your strength, not because you retreat, but because you refine. Through the lens of Stoic practice, you are shaped, not by how others see you, but by the precision of who you truly are, unwavering, sharp, and fully awake. Begin with a gentle breath. In the hush of dawn, when the sky whispers secrets in hues of light, the world becomes still, allowing our inner voices to awaken. It is here, amidst this serene quietude, that we discover focus, often misperceived as a glassy stillness or an emotional chill. To an untrained eye, such focus may seem like retreat, but it is, in truth, a profound alignment with one's inner core. This path is not about erecting barriers, but about inviting the serenity within. As we embark on this exploration, know that to be truly focused is to be vividly alive, resonating with an energy that defies conventional understanding. In the depths of contemplation burns a quiet fire, one that does not destroy, but illuminates. It casts aside the shadows of ambiguity, revealing truths tucked within every moment of existence. While others may mislabel this intense stillness as cold, they fail to perceive the fervor smoldering silently within. Harnessing this inner flame means being fully present and aligned with one's purpose, warding off the lure of fleeting validations from the external world. Indeed, focus is a transformative force, crafting boundaries that energize rather than constrain. Society often trembles at silence, uneasy with solitude, misreading it as loneliness. Yet, solitude stands as a communion with oneself, stripping away the superfluous to reveal the essence of one's goals. Amid this journey, it is crucial to perceive clarity without yielding to compromise. The path of focus demands discipline, not external noise, but the internal fortitude to remain steadfast. Where the world seeks explanations, focus demands silence, a pregnant quiet holding the strength of countless words unspoken. In choosing to cease questioning your silence, embrace the empowerment that follows. Those who see coldness fail to recognize the steady warmth of truth. Freed from societal approval, you walk with conviction, charting a life shaped by inner authenticity rather than external expectations. Embedded in the art of focus is the gift of inner vision. Here, distractions and illusions fall away, leaving behind a lens through which the soul discerns hidden truths. In cultivating focus, the mind undergoes a continual cleansing, akin to the patience of a master painter, bringing a canvas to life with each thoughtful stroke. Through this lens, desires unfold unclouded by the weight of imposed ambitions. The journey to focus aligns you with your authentic self, bridging the transient with the eternal, guiding you toward endeavors ripe with meaning and purpose. To embrace focus is to embrace the courage of misunderstanding. In a clamorous world, choosing silent conviction is a quiet rebellion. As the world clamors for justification, your journey's silent confidence invites misinterpretation. Others might perceive mere distance, yet beneath the surface, a profound transformation is at play, needing no external validation. In this haven of solitude, the clamor of expectation fades, allowing the resonance of your true voice to blossom. Silence, often met with unease, serves as a canvas where the mind's potential finds breath. Within the oasis of stillness, creativity thrives, the subconscious reveals its treasures, and ideas mature untainted by external disruption. Focus revels in this silence, aligning thoughts into harmonious waves of possibility. As society venerates busyness, the art of stillness emerges as a radical form of self-care, a rebellion against the pace, striving to oppress rather than nourish. In the pursuit of focus, letting go is liberation. By unburdening ourselves of physical and emotional entanglements, we realize focus is about reduction, not accumulation. Letting go allows room for the unknown, the unforeseen opportunities that clutter obscures. Aligning with Stoic teachings, freedom comes through acceptance of uncontrollable elements, leading the spirit to clarity and the heart to freedom. Focus roots itself in the discipline of presence, an unwavering dedication to the now. This discipline, born of inner stillness, transforms mundane actions into reverent rituals of mindfulness, each a step toward deeper understanding. Through presence, we engage fully with life, embracing truths hidden beneath layers of noise. This is mastery, silence, nurturing an internal wisdom that enhances focus as a commitment to life's brilliance. Serving as the soul's unwavering compass, focus guides us through life's complexities with intuitive certainty, a force rooted in our being. This compass transforms obstacles into growth opportunities, cultivating resilience and adaptability. Embodied in existential philosophy, focus emphasizes meaning drawn from within, eschewing the clamor for external approval. Igniting a silent revolution of spirit, focus builds an internal stronghold of strength and peace. This revolution does not seek to dominate the external, but to master the internal, ushering in harmony and resilience. The revolution is won through clarity, accumulating into a profound self-redefinition, an unsung storm, reshaping a soul daring enough to listen and transform. Rooted in focus lies resilience, the hearth where enlightenment finds sustenance. Resilience empowers focus amidst life's unpredictability, illuminating mastery as a journey of continual potential. It intertwines purpose and perseverance, crafting a strength that endures. Perceived coldness disguises a warmth born of steadfast purpose, revealing an eternal flame lighting the path to transcendence and infinite possibility. In a world where noise constantly seeks to capture our attention, silence stands as an elusive sanctuary. Yet, this sanctuary is not an escape. It is a conscious choice, a deliberate carving out of space within the clamor. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, but an opportunity for deeper introspection, a vessel that holds clarity, gently guiding us toward self-discovery amidst the chaos. Through intentional silence, we redefine the narrative, not as avoidance, but as a mindful retreat to reconnect with our core values and aspirations. It becomes a compass, aiding us in navigating the complex tapestry of life, not by erasing connection, but by fostering a more profound dialogue with ourselves. When we deliberately embrace silence, it transforms into a profound presence. In these moments of solitude, personal truths emerge, revealing the motivations, fears, and dreams that lie beneath the surface, often masked by external noise. Silence thus becomes a beacon of direction, guiding actions and decisions with newfound insight. Emotional resilience is solidified here, as we distinguish between desires that are intrinsically ours and those borrowed from others. This practice enriches engagement, not as a retreat from the world, but as an advancement toward a higher understanding. Silence often carries the mistaken notion of disconnection, perceived as withdrawal from community. However, when redefined, it becomes a powerful mode of communication, an ancient language that speaks louder than words when crafted with intention. It is not the absence of dialogue, but a reframing of it, where thoughts and reflections precede spoken exchanges, enabling connections at deeper, more authentic levels. This silent communication invites others into a space of presence, encouraging patience and thoughtfulness, fostering genuine interaction untainted by superficial chatter. In this artistry of silence, its expression becomes one of clarity and intent. It allows space for both self-reflection and deeper connection with others. True communication takes place beneath the surface noise, where silence acts as a conduit for empathy and understanding. This creates a bridge to meaningful relationships, where shared stillness speaks volumes about mutual respect. Here, silence is not a barrier, but a channel through which profound associations are nurtured. The act of stepping back, often misconstrued as regression, actually represents an essential maneuver in the dance of life. To retreat is not to flee from existence, but to gain a wider perspective. This conscious pause amid life's momentum permits a recalibration, drawing energy from stillness and re-emerging with renewed insight. Rather than retreat, it's a deliberate act that propels us forward, ensuring our strides align with our deepest values and evolving selves. Fertile ground for growth and transformation, stepping back grants the reconsideration of previous assumptions, inviting us to pivot toward alignments more authentic. It reflects a deeper connection to innermost intentions, nurturing desire into dedication. In this dynamic balance, stepping back offers momentum, guiding us toward our true north with clarity and purpose. Silence cultivates the fields of inner strength, an attribute revered yet seldom understood in its depth. Within the quietest moments, resilience is born, not from the absence of challenges, but through profound acceptance and understanding. Silence fosters internal dialogues that shape our resilience, enabling us to navigate life's trials with grace. Here, past experiences become wisdom, while constructing a foundation of strength rooted in self-awareness. The power of silence lies in its ability to distill lessons and illuminate paths. It offers a sanctuary for re-evaluation, engaging in spiritual alchemy that transforms vulnerability into resilience. Silence becomes a vessel against adversity, carrying us toward purpose and fulfillment, with an inner peace illuminated by its quiet wisdom. Containing a complexity echoed through history's greatest thinkers, quietude unfurls superficialities to reveal the intricacies of the human psyche. In stillness, intuition sharpens and comprehension deepens, inviting exploration into the unseen fibers of experience. Silence is an exploration into inner landscapes, requiring only presence, not spectacle. This gradual unveiling requires humility and patience. It encourages the acceptance of the unknown, transforming mystery into a dance partner rather than adversary. Quietude is not an end, but an ongoing dialogue, a journey into stillness that continuously enriches the tapestry of existence with each return to silence. Often from silent conversations arises wisdom, not as escape, but pursuit. Silence offers a path paved with reflection, revealing insights that grow unhurriedly. Here, wisdom isn't hastily grasped, but discovered through a personal, instructive journey. Stripping away external narratives, silence allows unobstructed access to innate wisdom. As it evolves with us, Wisdom becomes a guide, harmonizing with our essence, altering perceptions in ways only silence can facilitate. At the intersection of silence and purpose, subtle clarifications illuminate meanings, engaging with intentions beyond extraneous influences. Silence provides a forum to test and temper purpose against values, ensuring authenticity. It is active reflection, separating from societal expectations to align purpose with inner beliefs. Silence thus becomes a resonant call toward an intentional life, enriched by past insights and future intentions. In the context of meditation, silence offers a compass-like direction, fostering mindfulness and presence. Not merely an accompaniment, it actively guides meditative insight. Silence immerses the mind in introspection, transcending superficial answers for deeper truths. Here, silence acts as teacher, guiding an inward journey both structured and free, informed by the wisdom residing within. Courage in silence defies the instinctual need for noise. Embracing it demands facing oneself without distraction, acknowledging vulnerabilities drowned by external clamor. This courageous silence transforms resilience, not in loud declarations, but in patient, reflective growth. It redefines bravery, not as bold actions, but enduring presence, steadfast within the pulse of one's heart. As a compass, silence guides us toward fulfillment and authenticity, not as mere absence, but a potent force steering us toward deeper understanding. It nurtures dreams and ambitions, cultivating thoughts and intentions with care. In this silent respect for wisdom and purpose, fulfillment becomes a present journey, urging contentment in experience over achievement. Silence becomes the guide to a life of intentionality, where stillness enriches each step on the path to lasting meaning and peace. In a world overflowing with ceaseless noise and demands, the concept of boundaries often receives scarce attention. They are seen not as fortifications of solitude, but as isolating barriers. Yet, for those who truly grasp the essence of focus, boundaries are not mere defensive constructs. They are sacred realms where the authentic self thrives. Imagine them as the imperceptible lines drawn by ancient sages, subtle yet profoundly demarcating the domain of inner peace from the surrounding chaos. Boundaries are not about exclusion, but the preservation of one's essence, a sanctuary where energy is not squandered, but channeled towards purposeful growth. As focus becomes a life priority, the act of establishing these boundaries becomes both effortless and essential. The silent creation of these lines speaks volumes. It is often misunderstood as a defensive stance, when, in fact, it represents a summit of clarity. By refraining from verbalizing every decision or justifying each boundary, the focused understand that true peace lies in directing one's energy towards loftier goals, not in persuading others. The wisdom in maintaining silent boundaries is in acknowledging the folly of over-explanation in an often misunderstanding world. This quiet tends to be less an act of rebellion and more an affirmation of inner wisdom. For those who are concentrated, external validation is not needed to honor their personal sanctuaries. Stepping into the realm of focused living demands a reclamation of time, our most precious currency, often lost amidst life's disregardful rush. Those guided by focus seize back each elusive moment from distractions, refusing to waste time in spaces devoid of growth. This reclamation is not fueled by contempt for the world, but by profound self-respect and an acknowledgement of life's fleeting nature. Those who honor their time naturally create unspoken boundaries. They become masters at saying no without utterance, prioritizing moments that resonate with their vision. This shift signifies an awakening to a deeper truth. Wealth is not in material gain, but in the command over one's own time. When moments transform into opportunities for growth, a quiet revolution unfolds within, nudging personal evolution one deliberate step at a time. Those who defend their focus do so by adhering to an unwritten code. This is a code of authenticity, where deeds resound more deeply than wordy explanations. Their unspoken boundaries are evident in their unwavering commitment to actions in tune with their core truths. For them, authenticity arises naturally from a clear vision, making the need for constant articulation redundant. This code engenders an aura of tranquility, shielding them from unnecessary distractions. These individuals feel no obligation to justify their silence, as it testifies to their resolve. They know that expending energy on validation detracts from creation. Maintaining this code necessitates immense self-awareness, reinforcing a powerful presence that others instinctively respect. The journey for those focused moves from external noise to a shelter of silence, where clarity prevails. This transition is neither abrupt nor immediate, but a conscious withdrawal from auditory clutter. It takes courage to abandon shallow engagements, to find a refuge in silence, where inner dialogues flourish, untainted by external influences. Here, boundaries emerge naturally from self-awareness and respect. Silence fosters introspection, allowing them to refine what permeates their consciousness. Their boundaries originate not from isolation, but out of self-love and a dedication to nurturing their inner world. Within this transformation lies the simple power of the word no. This transformative power is an audacious act of self-respect and clarity, severing the infiltration of external obligations into one's sacred space. Often misunderstood as negativity, no is an affirming nod to self-worth. In embracing it, those who are truly focused commit to personal growth and directed intention. They recognize that not all opportunities align with their path. Strategic denials bolster their core focus, reflecting a mindful life, free from the dictates of external pressures. Each no carves the path for meaningful yeses that align with a refined purpose. To cultivate such focus is to construct a bastion of tranquility amidst chaos. Despite external clamor, those truly focused nurture an inner serenity, a protective shield from disrupting forces. This peace is not void of emotion, but enriched by the mastery of reactions, transforming chaos into a catalyst for deeper understanding. They choose engagement wisely, anchoring themselves in truth rather than succumbing to the world's tempest. Detachment, often misinterpreted as indifference, reveals itself as an art, engaging without enmeshment. For those who are focused, detachment is about preserving mental clarity, a recognition that clinging clouds judgment. It allows boundaries to be fluid yet firm, enabling presence without possession. It empowers exploration without fear, commitment without coercion, freeing individuals from the chains of expectation. Finally, authenticity thrives naturally when living truthfully. The focused live in harmony with their inner truths and external actions. Their authenticity forms an unspoken boundary, one that does not demand defense, as it resonates through their being. This alignment draws meaningful connections, unaffected by external validation. Their steadfast commitment to truth inspires a community built on shared values. As a result, their presence exudes a quiet confidence, a strength rooted deeply in conviction, and a knowledge that life's journey through clarity and focus is perpetual, each step enhancing their legacy. Emotions are profound forces that shape our journey, acting as the heart's whispers that inform our actions and decisions. They provide a rich tapestry of our inner dialogues, revealing our deepest hopes and fears. Yet, when these emotions are allowed to roam unchecked and without intent, they can overwhelm us, leading to confusion and indecision. Understanding the purpose of emotions involves recognizing them as guides and signifiers, pointing us toward our values and vulnerabilities. They aren't shadows to banish, but energies to harness, much like a river whose currents can be directed to nurture the fertile grounds of our lives. Emulating the wisdom of the Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, we are reminded to observe our feelings with mindfulness, transforming raw emotion into refined insight. Intentionality transforms emotions into beacons guiding our path rather than obscuring it. Cultivating awareness helps distinguish the transient from the eternal, separating the noise from the genuine signal. Just as a skilled artist discerns how light interacts with darkness to create a masterpiece, we too must ponder our emotions, understanding their layers to focus our sights more clearly. Untethered emotions can sap our energy, blending our vision into a blurred canvas, yet when channeled with purpose, they empower us to embrace life more fully. This redirection doesn't deny the emotions' existence. It honors their vitality by merging them with the mind's clarity and the soul's aspiration. Mastery over our emotional realm is akin to the art of emotional restraint, where feeling isn't absent, but precisely guided. This deliberate orchestration channels emotional energy towards productive ends, preventing it from dissipating uselessly. The teachings of Buddhism guide us toward enlightenment by fostering tranquility that defies external tumult. Similarly, Stoicism emphasizes emotional restraint as a vessel for maintaining equanimity, allowing clear thought and decisive action. Much like the careful crafting of a blade, honing emotional responses requires patience and dedication, transforming them into sharp tools of growth instead of dull instruments of chaos. Embarking on the journey of emotional restraint invites a dialogue with our innermost selves, questioning not only what we feel, but also why. It calls for an exploration into what each emotion seeks to reveal and how it can be directed constructively. Such restraint is not about suppressing emotions, but transmuting them into focused resolve. With practice, managing emotional energy becomes a second nature, offering strength that fuels aspirations and fortifies resolve. This balanced mastery is liberating, an empowerment of choice and intention. Transforming emotion into a breeze propelling us forward requires understanding emotions as dynamic forces. Approaching them creatively allows us to harness their energy for growth. Existential philosophy's concept of transformative creativity encourages us to see emotional challenges as spurs for innovation. Embracing emotional experiences within a broader life narrative fosters resilience and adaptability. Redirecting emotional energy involves uncovering their origins and exploring alternative expressions. Anger, for instance, can become a drive for change, and sadness a doorway to empathy and deeper connections. The symbiosis of discipline and focus invites emotions to take center stage in their rightful harmony. Emotional intelligence defines this intersection, emphasizing an empathetic awareness of our states and those of others, with the power to channel emotions effectively. As we cultivate emotional intelligence, we nurture focused living, enhancing self-awareness and empathy, allowing us to align our intentions with our actions seamlessly. Emotions are not hindrances, but dynamic forces that shape our worldview, guiding us through life with grace and resilience. Untapped emotions, left unchecked, leak into the fabric of our being, draining mental resources and impairing our ability to act decisively. Stoic thought emphasizes self-reflection and discipline to manage emotions and maintain focus, unlocking personal growth. Emotional leakage happens when feelings remain unexplored. Addressing them requires courage and compassion, fostering mindfulness or dialogue to channel them clearly and purposefully. By transforming chaos into coherence, we harness a complete spectrum of emotional energy for intentionality in our endeavors. Balancing emotion with logic stands as a core tenet in focused living, where logic provides structure and emotions add passion. Integrating these elements enables decisions characterized by reason and emotional depth. Logic grounds us amidst emotional tumult, while emotions infuse warmth in rational analysis. This synthesis enriches perspectives, guiding us toward a life of clarity, depth, and intentional action. Engaging with our emotions courageously not only transforms our narrative, but also enriches our dialogue with the world. Ultimately, emotional focus offers liberation from the cacophony of scattered thoughts and feelings, empowering us to live intentionally and with presence. It creates a realm where emotions are not distractions, but wellsprings of insight. This inner freedom transcends circumstances, providing sanctuary amid the world's noise. By committing to emotional focus, we realize the vast potential within ourselves, sparking curiosity and intention. Emotions become the compass guiding us through aspirations, leading to wisdom and self-expression. In embracing emotional focus, we craft our destiny, a journey marked by responsibility, creativity, and endless potential, where emotion isn't a limitation, but an awakening force that guides us toward our fullest living essence. In the often chaotic symphony of the world, solitude emerges not as a retreat into isolation, but as a sacred garden where the essence of focus is sown and nurtured. In solitude, we find not loneliness, but a sanctuary that shields our minds from the relentless noise and distractions. Here, detachment serves as a gentle guide, steering us away from the incessant need for validation and the approval of external voices, taking us deeper into our true selves. In this quietude, our thoughts begin to crystallize, liberated from the clamor of everyday concerns. It is here that profound insights are born and clarity resides, untainted by the demands of the superficial world. Solitude, then, is not an absence of companionship, but a pivotal space for introspection, where focus blooms and the clutter of unessential distractions falls away. By prioritizing solitude, we honor the whisperings of our inner world, attending to the endeavors that nurture our souls and inspire our deepest aspirations. When we free ourselves from the shackles of seeking external approval, a wellspring of creativity and exploration opens before us. The endless pursuit of others' opinions often veils our true potential, and in letting go of this need, we embark on a journey of innovation and self-discovery. Our worth is not defined by the multitude, but resides inherently within us, providing the courage to venture into the bold unknown, unfettered by judgment or failure. As we sever ties with the demands of shallow interactions, we liberate our focus for more meaningful endeavors. While human connection remains essential, cultivating relationships that uplift rather than deplete our energy is crucial. Through discerning detachment, we preserve the sanctity of our focus, choosing depth over breadth in our associations. It is this conscious refinement, choosing relations that nurture our growth, that allows us to invest more deeply in our pursuits and embrace the transformative power of true connection. Intentional reduction becomes a compass, steering us toward simplicity and clarity by stripping away the non-essential. This is not loss, but liberation, a deliberate design of our mental and physical environment that aligns with our innermost values. Through intentional reduction, we sculpt a landscape where focus thrives, free from the burdens of excess. As we simplify, we find a profound awareness in how we spend our time and energy, creating a fertile ground where insights emerge, untouched by distraction. Detachment, revered in the realm of deep work, fosters emotional mastery, not through disconnection, but through the art of acknowledgement without being steered by emotions. Herein lies the stability needed to weather life's storms, where emotional resilience serves as a steadfast guide. In observing our feelings with clarity, we harness their energies into productive focus, allowing insight to navigate us through the mists of challenge with an unwavering spirit. Within the embrace of solitude, we encounter our deepest desires and align them with our actions. This chosen aloneness, rather than forced seclusion, invites us to delve into the depths of our psyche, exploring realms of creativity unbounded by time or hurry. It is the courage to face oneself without the crutch of distraction, leading to a profound communion with purpose that strengthens our focus and fuels our endeavors with renewed vigor. In detaching from the pressure to conform, we cultivate independent thought, a fertile ground for unconventional insight and creativity. Free from the constraints of conventional wisdom, we venture beyond traditional boundaries, unearthing novel perspectives that challenge the status quo. This independence emboldens us to pursue intellectual curiosity and innovation, pioneering paths less traveled and embracing inquiry with abandon. Minimalism stands like a sentinel, playing a pivotal role in maintaining focus. It invites us to prioritize quality over quantity, creating a space where deep work blossoms unencumbered by unnecessary complexities. By embracing minimalist principles, we immerse ourselves in experiences that resonate with our core aspirations, nurturing the deep connection essential for profound insight. As we cultivate spiritual detachment, a resilient focus emerges, founded on inner peace and understanding. It is a commitment to a higher purpose, transcending materialistic distractions and anchoring our work with a deeper sense of service and alignment. By releasing attachment to transient desires, we cultivate a steadiness amidst life's fluctuations, drawing strength from an inner purpose that guides us with clarity and resolve. To transcend distraction and achieve deep clarity requires a commitment to focus that acknowledges the ephemeral allure of the superficial, yet chooses depth over distraction. This conscious redirection of energy fosters an environment where clarity unfolds, revealing insights that elevate our understanding. Through nurturing this clarity, we engage fully with our creative potentials, navigating our paths with a focus that transcends the temporary, rooting our work in the eternal tapestry of purpose. In a world where likes, follows, and validations ring endlessly like chimes in a bustling market, the allure of approval entices many to stray. We are drawn, almost magnetically, to the symbols of affirmation, mistaking these brief nods and smiles for genuine success. This unrelenting pursuit can lead one astray, distracting from the essence of true intentions and authentic goals. People-pleasing, born of the fear of being misunderstood or forgotten, acts subtly. It slides through our defenses, leaving us tangled in the intricate webs of others' expectations. In the endless cycle of seeking acceptance, we lose the raw energy that comes from embracing authenticity. Imagine life as a dance, undertaken for the gaze of an ever-judging audience. Exhaustion slowly creeps in as the performance goes on, sapping our energy, diverting our focus from the path we should unwaveringly tread. The search for external approval can distract us, robbing clarity and precision, veering us away from the true north of our soul's navigational compass. Yet, true mastery demands letting go of these tangential desires. It requires burning intent, kindled by an inner fire, towards pursuing a purpose defined from within. To detach from the need for approval is not to harden oneself into arrogance or self-obsession, but to embark on an uncharted journey towards authenticity. With every step away from the clamor and chaos of external expectations, we enter a space of self-discovery, a sanctuary where our goals crystallize with vivid clarity. This detachment allows us to foster relationships that resonate with our core, focusing not on the number, but on the richness these connections bring. Actions then spring not from a reactive stance, but from a mindful response, rooted deeply in authenticity. Intentions, unclouded by the weight of needing to be liked, become a transformative force, potent enough to steer thought into reality. This clarity of intent, like an arrow unfettered, finds its mark with precision and directness. As intent sharpens, fueled by undiluted vision, we resist conformity with courage, establishing a personal path defined not by societal lenses, but by our distinct vision of truth. Each step signifies deliberate action undertaken with purpose, rippling outward into the fabric of life itself. To protect our inner sanctuary amidst life's storms, we must craft and maintain firm boundaries. These invisible lines, often blurred by the strive to appease, serve as safeguards of our emotional landscape. In defining and respecting these boundaries, we express ongoing commitment to our profound goals. A firm no ceases to be rejection and transforms into an affirmation of dedication, a conscious allocation of energy only to those pursuits and relationships that nurture growth. Living with precision empowers us with emotional freedom. This freedom is not of an absence of feeling, but a conscious navigation away from the tempestuous seas of social validation. Through intentional living, emotions are transformed from chaotic turmoil into harmonious expression, aligned with our inner values. This grants us the resilience needed to navigate life's inevitable challenges, fostering strength against the sway of external opinions. Creativity finds its liberation when unhinged from the constraints of external approval. Like an artist unburdened by the expectation of others, creation emerges as a pursuit of self-exploration, a journey of personal expression unrestricted by societal confines. Freed from the performative spotlight, creativity unfurls vibrantly, diving into the realms of originality and innovation. From this place of independent vision, we craft not just their art, but reshape their sense of self. In solitude's sacred embrace, away from the relentless demands of the world, we discover a profound clarity. Solitude offers a refuge where our thoughts find purity, and true desires emerge untainted by external influence. It sharpens focus, granting us the reflection needed to recalibrate our path, listening to the whispers of our soul's intuition. This space of introspection nurtures growth and intention, sowing seeds of purpose that blossom into precise, deliberate action. Choosing to prioritize precision over popularity requires immense courage. The courage to stand firm in authenticity while disregarding superficial acceptance. Such courage may seem daunting in a world that equates acceptance with success. Yet, it is this bold step that leads us to live profoundly present and true. We are challenged to redefine success by internal compasses, driven not by the fear of judgment, but by purpose and conviction. In shedding the weight of people-pleasing, we unlock a form of success rooted deeply in purpose, less vulnerable to the fleeting applause of external approval. Success, viewed through this lens, becomes a narrative of alignment and significance, reflective of the authentic journey undertaken. Each victory resonates, rooted in resilience and nourished by authentic intention, creating ripples of genuine impact that extend far beyond our immediate horizons. Through precision, we craft a legacy not built upon the transient approval of masses, but nurtured by deliberate actions undertaken with unwavering focus and purpose. This legacy echoes the vital truth that significance arises from authenticity, resonating far beyond the immediate moment. We shape a world more vibrant and truthful, intertwined with the unwavering richness of life's enduring narrative. In the sweeping landscape of human perception, focus often wears the cloak of absence, leading many to misconstrue it as indifference. Yet, in the realm of potent achievement, true absence is not the forsaking of societal validations, but the embrace of one's deeper calling. The sacrifices required in pursuit of mastery often start with the judgment of others, who interpret a withdrawal from social gatherings or the scarcity of immediate availability as detachment. However, within the sanctuary of solitude, the focused individual is neither absent nor indifferent. Rooted deeply within realms of creation and introspection, they channel presence into profound growth and problem-solving. Actions born of focus allow the inner world to flourish as outer appearances fade into the background. The language of focus can appear aloof to those yearning for constant emotional exchange, yet beneath the misunderstood silence lies a vibrant pulse of ideas transforming into reality. This absence is not neglect, but a vessel for deeper introspection, where each moment not spent in frivolous interaction becomes a cornerstone in the fortress of their interior world, standing firm against the winds of distraction. Within this dedication resides an inner fire, kindled by discipline and often mistaken for harshness or obsession. Discipline is the latent force propelling transformation, realized through deliberate action. It ignites an internal blaze, illuminating pathways to potential beyond the mundane. Unlike passion, vulnerable to changing winds, discipline maintains a steady flame that sustains progress. What may appear as obsession to some is, for the focused, an intensified commitment to a purpose larger than themselves. The disciplined know that true focus is not an exclusion of the world, but rather an intentional dedication to meaningful endeavors. Those who embody this focus walk a solitary path that, to outsiders, appears lonely and devoid of social vibrance. Yet such judgments emerge from the onlooker's limitations, for the focused are deeply engaged in a dance with their challenges and thoughts. The simplicity of focus is deceptive. What looks mundane externally hides profound internal processes aimed at lofty achievements. Observers see only the surface, missing expansive possibilities unfolding beneath. Their misunderstandings mirror fears and insecurities, that the focused have already transcended, a reflection of what remains undiscovered within themselves. Amidst misunderstanding, the focused cultivate resolute strength, akin to a warrior prepared for battle. Clarity and purpose wielded like armor, the modern warrior battles not with swords, but within the mind, overcoming doubt and external noise. Drawing wisdom from Stoic and existential teachings, they recognize perception's transience, turning misunderstanding into an emblem of inner resolve. Each step forward, unshaken by judgment, is driven not by outward approval, but by intrinsic purpose. The focused, like resilient sentinels, prove to themselves each day their capability in gauging their path with unerring dedication. In this journey of focus, validation shifts from external to internal, liberating the soul from mediocrity's grasp. True satisfaction emerges not from others' approval, but from quiet confidence born of self-awareness and value alignment. This inward gaze aligns actions with ideals, fostering satisfaction beyond public opinion's reach. The focused navigate solitude gracefully, crafting internal dialogues that fuel progression. These dialogues illuminate personal truths, emerging unfiltered and genuine, nurturing freedom that transcends the need for external praise. A singular vision arises from deep focus, not as exclusion, but as clarity's testament. This vision, both compass and destination, simplifies complexity and focuses action. Outsiders may see emotional unavailability in steadfast commitment, yet it is deliberate choice and alignment's manifestation. A singular vision directs attention to what truly matters, dismissing distractions, disrupting purposeful flow. Through unwavering dedication, the focused demonstrate inspiring leadership, connecting souls capable of seeing beyond distraction to profound purpose. Despite facing a chorus of external judgments, those devoted to focus master detachment from criticism. Within judgments are reflections of others' limitations. The focused filter out noise, extracting value from constructive discussions. Progress is measured by personal alignment rather than onlookers' evaluations, with a serene mind reflecting only authentic truths. Ignorance is a mere whisper in the focused individual's advancement, their path illuminated by dreams and aspirations despite judgment's roar. The path of focus weaves a tapestry interwoven with misjudgment and redemption. Misjudgments become growth opportunities, each thread illuminating through transformation. Dedication reveals the tapestry's vibrant reality, dispelling initial misconceptions. Redemption is realized through personal achievements, shifting perspectives from narrow ignorance to focused potentials. Embracing the rhythm and grace of the focused path inspires others to honor intentional existence, finding themselves in the expansive possibilities of a focused life. In the quiet expanse of creation, silence stands not as a void, but as a crucible where dreams take form. Within this stillness, akin to an artisan's workshop, the raw materials of imagination are sculpted and refined. This silence is fertile, laden with potential, offering a sanctuary where thoughts may bloom unimpeded by the din of the outside world. Here, in this intimate and invisible space, the Creator immerses wholly in the act of crafting, away from the clamor that often engulfs us. To onlookers, this silence might appear as an impenetrable barrier, sparking a curiosity to uncover the vision nascently unfolding. Yet those with profound vision understand that explaining such a nascent dream risks dissipating its energy. Rather than succumb to the pressure to justify, they steadfastly embrace silence, letting their work be the first articulation of their aspirations. Silence, therefore, becomes the prelude to creation, a state that imbues their eventual unveiling with authenticity. Building amid stillness is a cherished discipline, often lost in a world enamored with noise. Actions taken in this quietude speak with an eloquence that words sometimes cannot match. There is no need for a visible declaration of intent when the work itself will bear testimony to vision and resolve. Trusting in this silent productivity requires courage, a confidence in the vision's voice to emerge intrinsically through the labor of creation. This approach allows builders to exercise the patience to let their creations develop and reveal their worth over time. Just as a towering tree does not proclaim each inch of its growth, one should not feel compelled to announce each step of their journey. Through intricate devotion, what emerges stands as a narrative for those with the patience to witness. In these results lies a story of silent commitment, more powerful than verbose proclamations. Vision, akin to a symphony composed in the quietude of the mind, grows within this tranquil space. It is here that ideas delicately evolve into a cohesive melody, harmonizing intentions with reality. In allowing silence this pivotal role, creators can discern the harmony amid the chaos, weaving disparate thoughts into a coherent fabric. The act of silent creation demands patience, an understanding that the melody will find its voice when ready. When shared, this symphony of vision communicates a message far deeper than words, inviting others to listen and perceive the nuanced echoes and silences within. In a world enthralled by constant dialogue, silence holds its own profound gravity. Words, though powerful, can often fall short, leading to misinterpretation. Silence carries a weight and clarity that can articulate intent far more powerfully. Choosing when to speak and when to remain silent is an art cultivated through inner peace, where silence shapes deliberate expression. This approach values the unsaid, suggesting that within silence lies concealed wisdom. It becomes a reflective chamber from which distilled thoughts and intentions emerge. Embracing mystery over explanation honors the sanctity of the unspoken, allowing a vision to mature without the constraints of immediate scrutiny. This mystery does not denote evasion, but fosters an allure that encourages deeper introspection and engagement. By preserving the essence of potential, mystery shields nascent visions from premature judgment, giving them room to thrive away from external biases. Not all mysteries demand resolution, and in allowing visions to simmer in their inscrutability, creators liberate them from the burden of fitting into ready-made molds. To focus implies a devotion to the process, trusting that each step propels the vision forward, even in ways not immediately apparent. Letting go is not surrender, but faith in the journey's serendipity, accepting that control over outcomes is limited, yet belief in the process is boundless. Such an approach welcomes adaptability and resilience, acknowledging the non-linear path to realization as tapestry woven through experience and revelation. Grasping too tightly may stifle creativity. In contrast, letting go creates space for growth and discovery. In this surrender, the unfolding of vision occurs naturally, from a place of trust in the process that nurtures it. Success, or aligned with this focused silence, transcends conventional metrics. While external accolades and achievements might be visible markers, true success dwells deeper within self-fulfillment and harmony. In redefining success beyond numbers, creators pose an alternative, valuing depth over superficial recognition. This form of success centers on personal satisfaction, growth, and contribution beyond quantifiable outcomes. With a perspective rooted in silent resolve, the act of creation becomes fulfilling, offering agency unencumbered by society's limited measures. A tactical retreat from the need for constant exposition allows a vision to mature with focus and vitality. This strategic silence, like a knight's pause amidst battle, offers recalibration. It is a deliberate maneuver to preserve energy, maintaining momentum until vision gains clarity and strength. Through the ancient wisdom of withholding until ready, creators enhance their vision's potential, culminating in powerful revelation. Authentic expression of vision results not from explanation, but faithful creation, inviting shared recognition through resonant human experience. Once matured, the vision dances with the world, engaging in deeper conversation, echoing authenticity beyond the surface, releasing the power of silent dedication, and letting focused results illuminate the path forward. In a world that races onward, where each moment seems louder than the last, we often misunderstand the quietness of stillness. It is not, as some might think, a withdrawal or a sign of weakness, but rather a conscious choice, a powerful stance against the waves of chaos. Like the calm center within a storm, stillness offers a refuge where the mind can find clarity and the heart strength. It is not merely sitting still, it is the deliberate anchoring of oneself in the present, a mindful pause that allows us to consolidate our energies inwardly rather than letting them scatter outward without purpose. To be truly still is to cultivate a potent form of control, letting one's strength build quietly from within, much like an untapped well that gains depth and clarity over time. Such stillness lays the groundwork for mental acuity and emotional resilience. It is the practiced ability to pause, reflect, and then respond with precision, echoing the patience of a skilled archer awaiting the perfect moment. By embracing stillness, we begin to govern our breath and our thoughts, mastering our actions in a way that yields greater influence over the outcomes of life. In this modern world, where impulsive reactions are often spurred by fleeting gratifications, mastering the art of non-reaction becomes revolutionary. It requires not the suppression of our feelings, but their profound transformation into something richer and more enduring. The ancient Stoics, including thinkers like Epictetus, have taught us that while external events are beyond our control, our reactions remain entirely our own domain. In cultivating non-reaction, we find a path lined with silence, resonating not as emptiness, but as an indomitable strength. It is in choosing not to react that we elevate ourselves above life's provocations. Much like a sturdy oak sways with the wind but does not break. From this place of still waters, we derive insights and revelations, honed within moments of meditation and mindfulness. This approach dismantles knee-jerk reactions in favor of grace and wisdom, channeling emotion into deliberate, meaningful action, a true alchemy of spirit. Silk grows from the worm's labor, and so does strength evolve from silence. Yet silence holds its own, vast as an internal landscape where deeper truths lie beneath the surface chatter. It invites a mental quiet that transcends the absence of words, clearing space for intention and insight. Throughout history, silence has been revered in spiritual traditions as both a path to enlightenment and a step toward self-awareness. Achieving this internal quiet means stilling the mind's constant chatter to listen closely to our inner wisdom. Through self-reflection and meditation, we create moments where doubt, fear, and external expectations are quieted, giving way to clarity. Listening to the whispers of our hearts instead of the cacophony of the world opens a direct channel to our most authentic selves. Thus, nurturing inner silence grants a deeper connection to wisdom, allowing our actions to align more closely with our true purpose. In embracing silence, we also learn to listen to its unspoken dialogue, a profound task that extends beyond hearing into an attuned awareness of existence itself. Silence, enriched with unuttered messages and insights, speaks volumes when we learn to listen with patience and attentiveness. It invites us to witness life's softer symphonies, like the unhurried rhythms of nature. In such moments, what seems empty becomes full of meaning, compelling us to reflect and grow. Stillness, then, transcends beyond mere quiet or inaction. It reveals itself as a strategy, a calculated calmness that thrives not in absence of passion, but through knowing when to act and when to stand still. This calm state, much like the measured play of a seasoned chess master, reflects not indifference but strategic foresight. It seeks the balance of timing and the detachment from chaos that allows for strategic foresight and poised potential. A person who has mastered this calm sees clearly amidst turbulence, finding potential where frantic eyes overlook solutions. Resilience and stillness are bound tightly, where grounding practices offer a steadfast platform amid life's uncertainties. Practices like meditation and mindful breathing anchor us, providing both refuge and strength. Grounding is not a shield against chaos, but an internal compass that helps us navigate life's unpredictability with assuredness. Amid these reflections, echoes of ancient wisdom resonate, urging us toward self-mastery as a noble pursuit. Philosophies from the Stoics, who prized virtue, to Buddhism, which extols mindfulness, guide us on this complex path, drawing wisdom from history's tapestry. These teachings remind us that mastery requires sincere, continuous effort, a practice of intention and commitment that draws from the past to shape a promising future. Through stillness and control, our consciousness expands, transcending ego-driven desires. This elevated awareness reveals our role in the broader cosmos, transforming our personal path into something that enhances the collective human experience. Mastery is not about domination, but about integrating mind, body, and spirit, achieving a symbiotic state where our potential is freed to evolve. It nurtures a receptivity to life's delicate intricacies, allowing us to dwell in depths of meaning unimagined before. In the embrace of mastery, our consciousness finds expansion, clarity finds its voice, and evolution becomes a gentle, continuous unfolding. In the crucible of focus, the soul discovers its most authentic form. Just as a blacksmith meticulously hammers steel into a keen blade, so does each concentrated moment strip away impurities, revealing a core both stronger and more resilient. Dedicating oneself to a purpose with unwavering resolve transforms every distraction into a trial by fire, tempering one's resolve. In this refined state of being, the frills of superficiality fall away, and what remains is the essence of who you are destined to become. Such clarity, however, is often misunderstood by others as detachment, as they mistake the resolute focus for emotional aloofness. The truth lies beneath the surface. You are not distant, but centered, sharpened by intent and stripped of the superfluous. True focus challenges the comforts of mediocrity, demanding a commitment to the path over and above transient validations. Walking this path means not recoiling from the world, but wisdom in sidestepping its chaos. Much like a sword embraces the heat to gain its edge, you too must embrace the trials that forge your strength. Each choice to keep to your mission, undeterred by the cacophony of distractions, fortifies your spirit. You are not hardening. Rather, you are reinforcing your core, untouched by external judgment. Through trial, you understand that an unyielding core results from enduring the flames of life. Picture now a tranquil lake, its surface mirroring the heavens above. Your focused mind reflects this serene water, undisturbed by chaos. Unlike a raging river that expends energy in every direction, the stillness of the lake represents potential, ready to be directed. This profound calm heightens your awareness, allowing you to navigate your thoughts with precision. Like water, your focus adjusts and flows around obstacles, yet never strays from its essence. A focused mind is flexible but persevering, tender and powerful. This tranquility imbues you with the resilience to remain steady amid external currents. While others may mistake this serenity for indifference, it simply emboldens your ability to engage with life deeply and genuinely. Walking the path of intention prioritizes deliberate actions over impulsive reactions. Each step forward is a testament to resolve, constructing a foundation both solid and unshakable. While some may perceive this as indifference, the reality is clarity of purpose, a focus on where you are going and the steps required to reach your destination. Each decision reinforces the path laid by your principles and desires, weaving resilience through a tapestry of your own making. As others see what appears to be a Stoic figure, understand that it is simply vision, your focus unclouded by fleeting distractions. Your journey, guided by precision and patience, forges a future crafted with meaning. Within this journey of focus, an inner fortress emerges, a sanctuary where the external noise fades and resilience takes root. Within these walls of silence, you cultivate strength through solitude, nurturing what demands protection. This silent sanctuary shields not with barriers, but with a protective mantle that embraces your thoughts and tranquility. Here, reflection transforms experiences into wisdom, crafting an unyielding core, often misunderstood as coldness by those on the outside. This inner fortress rejuvenates, guiding you confidently beyond its walls. From this fortified center, a quiet, steadfast force emanates, rooted in self-mastery rather than outward appearance. Stoicism guides us toward a steady heart amidst life's challenges, emphasizing the transformation of turmoil into tranquility. When the world labels you as cold, remember the wisdom of Stoic practices that cultivate inner peace and strength. Rather than an absence of emotion, Stoicism offers mastery over the chaotic elements within. By embracing what you can control and accepting what you cannot, you turn the emotional landscape into a fortress, a source of resilience. This calm demeanor may seem impersonal, yet it embodies the strength of self-mastery and a commitment to virtues like patience and courage. Through a life lived with purpose, you redefine what is often misconstrued as detachment, maintaining an enduring spirit unfazed by external noise. Resilience thrives in the depth of reflection, granting the ability to face life's storms with thoughtful consideration rather than brute force. Introspection draws out wisdom from past experiences, unearthing strength where fragility once stood. Each reflection propels you forward, transforming past vulnerabilities into newfound clarity. This calm exterior may be seen as distance, but in truth, it is an engagement with an internal dialogue that shapes resilience. By reframing experiences, distilling the lessons from every challenge, you build an unshakable mindset. Rather than fortifying against vulnerability, you embrace it as a tool for growth, turning past defeats into fuel for an unstoppable spirit. In this fast-paced world, cultivating inner calmness becomes a profound act of defiance. The tranquility you nurture becomes a sanctuary, not tethered to force, but through peace. Resisting the frenzy of urgency becomes an assertion of the commitment that energy is better spent on pursuits aligning with your values. Cultivating calmness means fostering moments of mindfulness, tuning into oneself, and creating silences where chaos once reigned. This calm is misunderstood as neglect, yet within it lies unparalleled strength, ready to approach turbulence with clarity, challenge with resolve, and engage with life sincerely. In embracing solitude with purpose, you find a gateway from isolation to empowerment. It is in this solitude that your authentic voice emerges, shedding layers of distractions spun by the outside world. By transcending withdrawal, you step into a presence of self-discovery, where engagement with your inner self illuminates authentic pathways ahead. This purposeful solitude fuels a spirit unwavering in its resolve. Embracing the sacred alone time, you deepen the connection with your most genuine self, understanding that solitude is not distance, but the depth of insight below. Ultimately, the journey to become unbreakable is not a pursuit of personal-only triumph, but a quest to craft a legacy. Through clarity, determination, and commitment, an enduring focus leaves a mark beyond one's existence. While others may initially misjudge ease for indifference, the embodiment of composed focus becomes evident over time, creating ripples of impactful intent. Your true legacy is found not in accolades, but in the impression you impart upon the world. Your spirit inspires, igniting purpose beyond your presence, etching an indelible mark on the human experience. As the final echoes of this meditative journey fade, consider subscribing to our channel and sharing this path of self-discovery with those seeking clarity and strength.